I used to think that I could carry everything on my own. In many ways, I've built my life around that idea. I trusted my logic, my ambition, my skills, and I took pride in it all. Until recently. In 2021, I came across this idea that emerges when you combine the observer effect in quantum mechanics with Einstein's theory of relativity. It suggests that each one of us navigates a unique timeline unfolded by what we observe. Normally I would not take such ideas seriously, but prior to that moment I've had coincidences in my life that were too specific to be random. And after I embraced that idea, those only grew more frequent in ways I could not even imagine. Sometimes, when I had absolutely no doubt in the outcome of certain task, things would unfold in perfect alignment, even to the extreme of multiple coincidences at once. Yet, there were also times when reality seems to respond to some of my emotional spikes in ways I did not intend it or want it to. However, doesn't matter how hard I will try, it will never respond on command though. It was if something knew it wasn't fair. And that was exactly when my problem began. You see, I thought that maybe if I give enough, maybe then it will be fair. At the time I was already in the process of building my own company. I took that company and I redirected it into one with global intentions. And I took on everything myself. From branding to vision, tech, patents, marketing, design, everything. I told myself I couldn't afford it, but in honesty I just wanted full control. And I was ready to sacrifice everything for it, especially when I knew that I had a chance to unfold my timeline the way I wanted. So I've sacrificed. 7 days a week, no weekend, no rests. I lived in my parents' spare room. I didn't travel, I didn't date, I didn't pause. I told myself it was important, but in full honesty, it was obsession dressed as devotion. And obsession, no matter how well hidden, eventually empties you. The fear started to build up, then the anxiety, then the fatigue, and slowly my internal state began to spill outwards, shaping the very reality I thought I was in control of. In 2024, I felt a quiet nudge to revisit the story of Adam. Something about his sudden self-awareness sparked my curiosity. And after studying the scripture a bit, one day it all clicked to me. Adam didn't just eat the fruit. He was tempted to seize control. And eventually he gave in. He chose to define good and evil for himself. In other words, he chose to unfold his timeline apart from the one who had designed it. And that was exactly what I was doing, without even realizing it. This is actually what scripture warns us about, not just wrongdoings, but misalignment with divine design, trying to construct meaning from a limited perspective, trying to steer a reality we are never meant to carry alone, and in doing so we break under pressure, and we inflict anxiety, fear, insecurity, angriness, sadness back into the very reality we are unfolding. I was furious because I didn't even realize what's the meaning of alignment. I didn't even knew the sinful part behind my doings. I thought that I was just building myself. And only after that I realized that every single person around me thinks the same. Even scripture says that all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Every single one of us have sinned. So I guess the big question here is, what do we do from here on? After studying the scripture a bit more, I've understood something that I want to leave you with. Sin may separate you from God, but it will never separate God from you. God is outside of time. He grasps it all. He sees everything. He is able to help every single one of us in no time. You don't have to carry your route alone anymore. There is and there will always be a better way, and it starts the moment you are willing to align with the one who had designed it in the first place. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are, God is always available for you.